Hello everyone, my name is Farhan, I'm the Botanical Pharmacist and welcome back to the Forage and Make video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make a lavender sleep pillow. Now excuse the wind, it's quite blustery at the moment, so I'm hoping that's not going to interfere with the sound today, so I will try and speak up. So the reason why I'm talking about making a sleep pillow, it's really good for headaches. So I get a lot of migraines and tension headaches. So it's a really good way of actually just putting it on your eyes and just resting. And it's just that pressure and the scent of the lavender really helps me. And it's sort of used by herbalists as well and aromatherapists. Helps with headaches. You can also use it for meditation. So at my yoga studio we have those pillows as well. So when we're doing the last bit of the meditation, we've got it on our eyes as well. But you could also use it, put it on your pillow next to you when you go to bed, and have it almost as something to help you sleep. So lavender has got very soothing, calming properties. It's used, as I said, a lot by aromatherapists, and it's particularly useful for sleep and anxiety, so stress related anxiety as well. So it's just very, very calming. And really now is the peak time, or we're coming up to the peak time. And I bumped into one of my neighbours today and she said she was going to a lavender farm. We've got one nearby in Kent. And I know they've had, the season's a bit later than usual because I had a frost in May. But I think come end of July, I think that's when they tend to harvest it. So this is from my garden. So I've got, obviously not as impressive as the lavender fields, but I have got a whole load of them along the pathway leading to the front door. So I picked some. And it's you smell it, you rub the leaves, it's scented, so you can use all of it actually. The leaves, the stems, and the flowers are all aromatic. They're very, very strongly scented. And I know when I go into my local park, when I go past, I'm always rubbing the leaves and having a sniff. It's just very, very calming. The colour is very soothing as well, and I'm really sort of looking at what it symbolises and how it has that psychological impact on us, and it's associated with spirituality, with wisdom, and creativity as well. So in yoga, they talk about chakras, and these are these sort of internal forces, and it's associated with indigo and purple, and it's to do with the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, and I suppose that's why it is associated with spirituality and wisdom and calmness and that sort of thing. So actually it's not just the aroma, but the smell as well. So I'm going to show you how to make a sleep pillow. So this is, I've just got a bit of cotton here. My sewing is not great actually. I will not, you probably can see it, I've used all sorts of stitches. And in fact, I'm ambidextrous, so I do some things with my left hand, some things with my right. I write with my left, but when it comes to sewing, I'm sort of thinking, oh, what do I feel like doing? Should I use my left or right? Anyway, you could do that. You can make your own. So basically, I've just had a square of cotton. It's an old shirt, and I've just sewn along here and here. You could equally use a sock, actually, a new sock, a nicely coloured one, purple ideally, and then use that instead. So what I will do first of all, so I've sewed it by hand. I haven't got a sewing machine either. So I've turned it inside out, so all the stitching is on the inside. And I'm going to use the fresh flowers actually. I have got some dried flowers here as well, which I bought online actually. They sell them in a lot of herb shops as well. But I'm going to use fresh as I've got it, as I've foraged it from my garden. The dried ones tend to be stronger. The oil, as I said, it's aromatic, so all the aroma is in the oil. It tends to become more concentrated when you dry them. If you are going to dry them, you dry them upside down, somewhere where there's a lot of air circulating. You can dry them on racks as well, but you often see them in these cottage gardens sort of drying like that, so they look quite pretty actually as well, so I might have a go at that also. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use rice to bulk it up, and I'm going to use these in there as well. So as I said, you can either use fresh or you can use dried, and if you are using either, you can refresh them with some drops of lavender oil as well. So right, let's see how this goes without it spilling everywhere. It's a bit tricky. I will try and get as much in there as possible. You can use rice, you can use pulses, so you can use lentils. Some places use flaxseed, so linseed as well. Really, whatever dried ingredients you've got at home. So it bulks it out, and also it's great because it, when you put the oil on there, it helps absorb some of the oil. So just do that last bit in there. I'm not going to finish at the moment because I don't want to. I just want to demonstrate how it's done. So the last bits go in there. Actually, I'm doing it the wrong way around. Let's have a go. The wind's died down. That's good. Right. So I've got that in there, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fold these up, and actually I'm going to bruise them a bit because that helps release some of the oils in there as well. So I'm going to put that in there also. So how does that smell? Yes, very, very aromatic. So what you do is you fill it up with whatever dried, rice or whatever, and you would normally sew the other end, but I'm just going to use my hairband here just to demonstrate how I would then use it as an eye pillow. So like that. And as I said, the weight really helps as well. So you put it on your eyes. I can't see what I look like, but anyway, that's what you do. Smells lovely. And as I said, you can top it up with oil every so often. Just basically sprinkle it on the pillow. So there you are. That is it. Now, just briefly talking about lavender, as well as it being really soothing and calming and helps with sleep. It's a really popular sleep remedy. It has got other properties as well. So in terms of the skin, it's very, again, very soothing for the skin. It's very rejuvenating. Lavender's got antiseptic properties, so antimicrobial properties. So it's been used in the past for wounds, and also it can be used for insect bites, so bites and stings. So it's a great first aid herb to have. As I said, you can use the oil of that, in terms of using it for skin. You can put a bit on, you can use it direct. In fact, it's one of the few essential oils where you can use it undiluted. So you can have it in your first aid box, and just, if you've got bites and stings or grazes and things like that, you can use it straight on there. So as well as that, you can also cook with it. So I'm going to be trying a shortbread lemon and lavender recipe soon, because I quite like the sound of that. You can also infuse sugar. So if you've got a jar, one of those Kilner jars, just add the sugar in there, and then add some sprigs or some stems of lavender in there, and give it a shake every so often. And then the oil will again gradually infuse in the sugar. You can then use it for your cooking. So if you're making cakes or whatever, it's a really easy way of having lavender infused sugar and a scent flavour in there. The other thing is teas. So again, because it's calming, it's a great one to have with, say, chamomile or lemon balm as a nighttime tea. It's also antispasmodic, so it can be used by some. Again, with all of these, if you're using herbs internally, you need to check that it's suitable for you, because obviously herbs can interact with meds. If you're on prescribed medicines, or if you're on got long-term conditions, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, always check. But it can be used in most cases as a tea for digestive, because it's antispasmodic. It's good for digestive disorders, so it goes well with chamomile. And what's the other thing I was going to say? It is really an all-rounder. As I said, great for skin, great for sleep and anxiety, and great for sleep as well. So I think, actually one more thing, just looking at my notes here, you can infuse it in honey, and you can use it for coughs as an expectorant. So if you've got a chesty cough, it can help bring up the the phlegm. And I'll probably do another tutorial on that in terms of herb infused honey. But just in short, you basically infuse either dried or fresh lavender in raw honey, so you've got the properties of the honey as well, and you leave it there anything between a week to 4 weeks, and then you strain it through again a strainer or a muslin cloth, and then you use that oil as a cough mixture, or you can use it for, as I said, for digestive symptoms and so on. You can even use it on wounds as well, any cuts and grazes. So that's lavender. It probably is one of my favourite oils, and I have it in the house all the time, and I use it for all sorts of things for that reason. And if you get a chance, try and go to those lavender fields. They are absolutely wonderful. You know, that colour, that aroma, just very peaceful. So, but if not, get a plant pot, have it in your windowsill or in your garden, and enjoy your own little bit of lavender field. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing what you can make with lavender. So if you want to share that on Instagram, that would be great. And I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Bye bye.